All right, let's move on to the next question today. And the next question comes to us from Drew Bender, who writes, greetings and salutations, movie talkers. Love the show. Keep up the good work. My question is, will we ever see a Ghostbusters 3 or a reboot of the series in the near future? I really enjoyed the movies and the animated series and want to see more. Well, Drew, I'll tell you what I know, which is really not a hell of a lot. First of all, don't listen to anything Dan Aykroyd says. Because Dan Aykroyd, I think he's trying to use, what's that, the secret? I think he's trying to use the principles of the secret. Just will something into being. Just keep talking like it's real and it'll happen. Because Dan Aykroyd's been saying forever, oh yeah, definitely happening. We're doing this starting next month. And then it's next month. And it's,
have you tried my Crystal Skull vodka?
Oh my gosh.
So don't listen to him. But basically what happened in this case, so Ivan Reitman, the last I heard, the last official thing I heard, Ivan Reitman, I think back in July, was giving an interview and said, okay, look, Bill Murray has not read the script and turned it down. He's never read the script. Mm-hmm. But he's not interested. He's just not interested in being in the film. Now, if he wants to be in it, we'll make him in it. But he says he's not interested, so just don't believe any rumors you hear about Bill Murray's deciding to coming back to be in it, because he hasn't. Also, it's not on the books yet. No studio has greenlit it. It's not officially happening yet. Now, Reitman says what Aykroyd would love us all to believe. He says, but we're getting close. We're getting close. At this point, I gotta believe it's not going to happen. I don't think it'll happen. I'm not going to keel over of shock if it does happen. If we open up our news feeds tomorrow and find out that Ghostbusters 3 is officially coming in 2016, I won't die of shock. But if you were to ask me to put $10 on it right now, my $10 would say it's not going to happen at all. Just too much drama into it. And I think, this is a movie should have been made 10 years ago. Yeah. It's too little, too late. And at this point, I've made this comparison before, but it feels like Blues Brothers 2000 now. To me, doing another Ghostbusters at this point feels like Blues Brothers 2000. Also,
way too much Blues Brothers 2000.
Also, a Dan Aykroyd property, ironically. So I don't know, Aaron. What about you? Do you think we'll see a Ghostbusters 3? Do you want to see a Ghostbusters 3 at this point? What do you think?
I highly doubt it. I don't think that we're going to get one, and it would be weird to see it without Bill Murray. And at this point, even technology has progressed so much. To see a third installment of this franchise, I think just wouldn't make sense in this day and age. But maybe if they reboot the entire thing with an entirely new cast and maybe no Dan Aykroyd involved, maybe it might be something that I might be interested in. But I don't think that we'll get the Ghostbusters 3 per se that Drew is talking about. But I do want to see more from Rick Moranis. Where has that guy been, right?
Yeah, honey, I shrunk my career. Where did he go?
I don't know. But how cute and
cake
endearing.
From SCTV
He's
days?
quietly enjoying his life in Santa Monica, and he does radio podcasts. He does stuff.
Does he do radio podcasts?
Yeah.
I would listen to a Rick Moranis radio podcast.
I would too. I think he's great.
Talk about stuff. He's
I
doing
love
stuff,
Rick Moranis.
He's just not doing big movies or anything. He's still doing, little
I guess at this point he doesn't need
making
to.
cakes and stuff. I don't know. I don't see a Ghostbusters 3 happening. I mean, but then again, look, like we're getting an Independence Day sequel and it's 15 years later.
Ridiculous.
It can happen, and who knows? I mean, I just don't want to see it if Bill Murray's not in it. It just feels like it's just a cash grab anyway, which all these kind of sequels are anyway. No one's pounding the door for Ghostbusters.
Well, let's be honest here. Every movie ever made in the history of film is a cash grab.
Yeah, that's
and
what
there's
I'm
nothing
saying.
wrong with that.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It just feels like Ghostbusters 3 is just
desperate.
Like it does. It's like done.
I think Aaron's right though. I think it makes more sense. Not that it makes sense either, but it makes more sense to reboot it.
Yeah.
I think, because I didn't think about that point you brought up. That you're talking about special effects done today, and now you're seeing this as the part of the same series as Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and they're going to look completely different. Now, granted, the same thing could be said about Star Wars, and I'm not going to argue against a new Star Wars film, so maybe I shouldn't be a hypocrite. Okay, I take it back. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to do that.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.